Smith commented that he wanted the video I suggested, and he didn't really understand the array options block. So I'm going to do a video on what you can do with that. So what an array is it's a clump of numbers. So normally I would have, let's do it as a constant. So normally I have one number, right? I can make that number huge, but it's still just one number. Well, until it does that, but you know. It's still, if you But what an array is it's a whole bunch of numbers. So it's a list of numbers. Actually, why am I doing it like that? I'm going to count it. So this is the count. So this is an array. This is a clump of numbers. So the first number in the clump is 0. So, but actually it's the 0th number. So we have this array. What the array options block lets us do is it lets us do stuff with the array. Because that's the most important thing. I have this, now what can I do with it? So the first option, the default one where you drag it up, is read at index. So what an index is it's the number a computer assigns. So you've got your list, each one has a number assigned to it. So the 0, it's the 0th item in the list. 1, it's the first item in the list. 2, it's the second item in the list. 3, it's the third item in the list. But notice that it starts with the 0th, because why would you waste a number? We've got a 0, might as well use it. So we take the array and we say at index 0, and then this is the value. So if we were to do this right now and put that on the screen, it would give us 0. If we were to change this to 1, it would read at the first position or the second position, which is 1. I mean, we could change this to any of our things. But then there's a couple other choices. There's append. So in this case, I'm adding to the end. So if I was to do this, if I was to say at the very end, add 4. Whoops. I hit slashes instead of deletes. At the very end, put 4. So now in the 4th index position, it would put 4. And then this is the array that is this array with 4 as the last digit. The next choice is write at index. So I can say, instead of 0 at the 0th index, I want 4 at the 0th index. And so I specify the index I want it to write over, and I give it the value I want it to write over. And then this right here is the array out. That is this array with this change specified to it. Then so the final choice is length. So length numeric. Now this is a little bit weird because we have the 0th index, the first index, and the second index. So it would seem like this should return 2. But what it actually does is it returns 0. No, 3. Because that's how many, if you were to add all of these things together, the 0th index is the first one, the first index is the second one, and the second index is the third. And so this returns 3. Numeric, but you can also do it with logic. What a logic array is it's a clump of yeses and nos. Or if you were to do it like binary 1s and 0s. And you can just stick them, and then you can do everything that I did with numeric with logic.